Okay, we're continuing to work with our tracks, and one good way to kind of go through and adjust your tracks is you can see that right now I just want to hear maybe my vocal. I've soloed that out. All the other channels I have muted. I brought in my new rural banjo and have soloed that out as well. So those would be the only two items that I should be hearing, and muted out a crystal pad, again, which is a kind of a digital resource in going through and modifying it. So let's take a look at, go through and play it just a bit. Leo couldn't do anything right. He couldn't read. Okay, so the levels sound pretty good. Again, I'm not ready to do a final mix quite yet, but I kind of dropped that down earlier. My vocals are set pretty high as you go through and work with that. One thing that you notice, you could kind of do either two things. I did make the rural banjo start immediately at the beginning, and then when I was doing my vocal track, I kind of waited a little bit because I knew at the very get-go I wanted to put in music. If you need to adjust that, one quick method is you can go through and click on the title of the banjo or each particular track and just drag that to where you want it to be. If I did want the banjo to start immediately, if I move the playhead and line these up, that means that there should be no noise right when I start talking is when the banjo will start. But you get the idea that you can go through and kind of adjust your tracks accordingly. So let's kind of give this a listen and see what it sounds like. Leo couldn't do anything right. He couldn't read. He couldn't write. Okay, and you get the idea there. I think I like the music in the beginning. Oops, I erased too much of that. I might slide it forward, leave my vocal track there. So that's kind of handy. You can also extend your loops out. If you can't see all of your loops, in the top right-hand corner, there is like a zoom. You can zoom your workspace. So you'll find this pretty helpful. This is the whole story right here, going all the way to looks like about a minute and 12 seconds. And if I wish to extend that banjo out to get an idea, that's kind of a good view to be in, that you can extend your workspace out. Let me rewind it and then play it. Leo couldn't do anything right. He couldn't read. He couldn't write. Okay, and then you get an idea. You kind of maybe hear different parts. So I want to mute that banjo, and maybe this time just hear the new piano that I brought in. Leo couldn't do anything right. He couldn't read. He couldn't write. He couldn't draw. Okay, so I'm going to mute that one. I don't think I really like that one. It fits appropriately with the song. So we'll kind of just stop right there.